Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. If you look at the Timberwolves, fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectation. But I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for the Timberwolves, Miles Bridges is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Fox in at the point.
Yes, such a strong player. Even the foul can't throw Towns off completely.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Now here's Towns after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. Towns has got 6.
Towns really stretches the defense all the way out to the arc.
Down low, here's Bridges. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Reid with a screen on Towns. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now we'll hear from Adley LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Adley?
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Kevin?
We appreciate it, Adley. Thank you.
Well, look, Fox is absolutely lethal with that first step. That's why people can't stay in front of him.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Reid with a screen for Fox. Reid gets the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. McDaniels passes to Towns. Good on the triple. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Brunson against Fox. And the shot goes down. Bridges has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Brunson. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Here's Fox. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bridges has got 6 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Brunson has it in the corner. And again, New York with the triple.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Injured substitution now for Minnesota. Bagley, he's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Miles Bridges. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Fox. So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 2. To the paint, got a piece of it, and stolen by Hart. And a fast break now for New York. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Here's DiVincenzo. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. DiVincenzo passes to Bagley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Brunson. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And New York making a change. Robinson's checked in. On the inbound. And it's Brunson missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Now DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
The shot goes down and it gets his game back to even.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Well, hey, if you can prevent the other team from getting into a rhythm, the advantage is all yours.
Pass to Brunson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. 9 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. New York going with almost an entire new group. Here's Jean Yabusele. He's checked in for Towns. Landry Shamet comes in for Josh Hart. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Ellis. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's the three-point bomb. Edwards got 7 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's McBride. He's covered by Ball. Clarkson against Ellis. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Picked by Reed. And it's Ellis penetrating. And it's Ellis finishing it off.
And for Ellis, that's how you keep the defense honest. Make them respect your ability to drive.
The Knicks shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. McBride finds Clarkson. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have. That's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason, which guys have taken their game to the next level.
And the Knicks making a change here. Diawara's checked in. Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. Clock is at 3. Diving in. He gets it in there. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Reed has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Clarkson kicks to Shamet. Offline with his 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Right wing. Ball feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Clarkson. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, that's a nimble move by Clarkson, allowing him to work around that contact.
Reed with a screen for Ball. Pass to Reed. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Left side Clarkson over Ellis, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Ball penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And when he's out there, Lonzo Ball is still an excellent orchestrator. He's just spent a lot of time in the training room.
That's good from Ball. And the Knicks making a change here. And so he hits both. Clarkson with the ball. And stolen by DiVincenzo. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Robinson. And it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you, Kevin.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's DiVincenzo after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. There's Shamet, and again, New York turns it over. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jalen Brunson.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Minnesota making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Ellis kicks to DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the shot goes in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Here's Bridges. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Robinson a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's McBride, and the layup falls.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Timberwolves leading by 6. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Shamet. Robinson against Ellis. Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shamet. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now here's DiVincenzo, defended by McBride. DiVincenzo against Robinson. Lets it go, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Minnesota making some changes. Miller's checked in for Bridges. Edwards comes in for Ellis. And Ball subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switcher also for New York. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Miles McBride. Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Miller with a screen on Brunson. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 11. Brunson kicks to Shamet. Outside, Towns. New York now working with the new shot clock. Back to Robinson. Banked in off the glass. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Ball. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Now, here's Shamet. Edwards defending. Brunson outside. Shamet the pass to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
They set the screen. Over in the corner, Edwards. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shamet the pass to Robinson. Basket counts. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Miller with a screen on Brunson. Ball from long range. Shamet with the steal. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop.
Pushing the action. Brunson always a threat in transition.
Brunson against Ball. Hooks for Miller. Gets it to him. Connaughton kicks to Ball. Into the lane. And Ball slams it in.
The long legs of Ball really helping him gain ground quickly. Getting to the hoop.
Knicks trail by 7. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So both teams making some changes here. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The Timberwolves, number 1. Second, the Knicks.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hart. Here's Towns. On the wing, Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 7. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
Here's Fox. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. 3 from Matthews. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personality.
Robinson with the block. And here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. In the corner, it's Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Reed gets the bucket.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson to the middle. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Robinson. Towards the Timberwolves now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Fox finds Reed. Stolen by McDaniels. Inside, Brunson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Edwards. It's 10 points for him.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson outside. McDaniels outside. Robinson sets a screen for McDaniel. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Edwards. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Brunson. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks. They're up by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Some impressive names on here. Shaq, any interest in lacing up your sneaks and finally competing in one of these?
I don't want to embarrass these young guys with my hop skinny. You know this 2-inch vertical, I have to save it. It's their time to shine.
Yeah, nice out, nice out.
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bridges out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back over to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The Knicks leading by 5. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bridges, a screen on Bridges. To the left wing. Connaughton finds Edwards. To the inside. Bridges misses.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Out to Bridges. And another 3 for New York.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Bridges. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Fox. And it's Miller in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Here's Brunson. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Gobert with a screen on Brunson. Down low. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Rudy Gobert.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 6th assist on the night. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Miller with a screen on Bridges. Edwards dishes the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Hart. Shots good by Miller.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assist numbers.
Brunson against Edwards. The kick out to Town. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Now Ball. There's the screen. Over in the corner, Matthews. From outside, off the mark. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Edwards against Brunson. There's McDaniels. Connects in the foul line jumper. McDaniels got 8 points in the quarter.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Minnesota making a switch. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Knicks.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Now here's Ellis. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 8 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Brunson the pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. From 13, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Fox with it. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. To the middle, and stolen by Hart. Here's Brunson. That's tipped. Fox against Brunson. And Fox gets it to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Pass to McDaniels. New York missing again. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Ellis. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. There's Brunson from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Ellis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Hart, jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
Here's Bridges. He's got 12. And Hart has it in the corner. McDaniels outside. Brunson outside. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. And here is Fox. He has 6. Out to the wing. Takes a 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. And they are really wrapping up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Inside. Kicks it out to Ellis. A 3. Hits it from three-point range. Ellis has got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's Ellis's role offensively. Most of his shots come from beyond the arc.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Make some noise. 1:27 left in the third. And stolen by DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that one's good. Shamet.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Gobert. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 8. Brunson kicks to Shamet. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Edwards completes the break.
Well, Edwards will fight you on every possession. He gets the loose ball and instantly attacks.
Ball against Brunson. Pass to Shamet. Now, here's Clarkson. 6 to shoot. And no good. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky that he couldn't come up with it there.
Here is Edwards. Off the inbound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Knicks lead by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Now Clarkson setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Clarkson. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's McBride in at the point.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Connaughton passes to Fox. To the paint. Robinson with the block. Here's McBride. Started by Fox. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Now here's DiVincenzo. Trains the 3-pointer. Connaughton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
The kick out to Towns. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Now here's DiVincenzo, defended by McBride.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Pass to Towns from the arc. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Bagley. He's covered by Shamet. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And Clarkson possesses so much speed. Once he gets a step in transition, it's over.
Bagley with a screen on Clarkson. Pass to Bagley. Outside, Fox. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Connaughton's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Minnesota. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Both teams will make substitutions. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to ball. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Timberwolves trail by 5. Ball with it. Outside, Reed. Out to Bridges. No good on the three. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 7-point New York lead.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
Over in the corner, Edward. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And it's Shamet missing.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
To the inside. Reed misses. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 8 points for Jordan Clarkson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Bridges, and it's Matthews in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Bridges checks in, good on the bucket.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Shamet kicks to Bridges. And the three ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Gotta respect how quickly ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
Brunson against Ball. Towns is doubled. Bridges left side. Ball against Brunson. He moves right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
A different look for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's McDaniels in for Landry Shamet. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Hart with it, and it's Miller picking him up. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Miller with a screen on McDaniel. Miller, the pass to Gobert. Back to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards dishes the ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bridges inside. Edwards there. New York moving it around. And that one's good. Towns. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's ball. Miller with a screen on Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Edwards against Bridges. Takes the 13-footer. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 28 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Three, good.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And here's Love from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. McDaniels outside. Brunson outside. McDaniels kicks to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brunson, and again it's New York.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Down low. Will it go? And there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got his first 2 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Brunson. Yes, that goes in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Love with the screen on Clarkson. And there's Love. That's good on the assist from Edwards. 35 seconds left in the game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Three-pointer. The rebound by Edwards. "17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you have to challenge Edwards inside without fouling, but that's not easy to do.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Taking 2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Thanks, guys. Kat, a quality win. You guys turned it on in the second half. What was the key there?
We played with much more energy in the second through the rest of the game. We did a great job defensively. We did a lot of good things. We pushed the pace, which falls in our favor, so we did a great job.
Well, that energy was contagious. Thanks, Kat.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now we present the player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.